BYU about to kick it off as we get this game started. He'll bring it out. It's Restrepo. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. First down here for the offense. On the ground, it's Gordon. Shakes off the defender. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
That is a statement play right away. You're playing on the road. The stadium's loud and noisy. You want to quiet him down, run the football down the defense's throat.
Let's go. First and 10 from their own 24-yard line. The give to the right. Good, solid run on that one as he gets it up to the 33-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Quarterback now breaking the field. That pass is incomplete, and they're probably fortunate that it wasn't knocked free for a fumble.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going to run it. At the 45, on his way. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
Every offense wants to be able to run the ball and be physical, especially on first down. And you want to create second and short, third and short, or just get first downs like that run right there.
They make the tackle after he gets two down to the 25.
And those physical runs take a toll. It might not be a big game now, but down the road, third, fourth quarter, late in the ball games, they tend to turn into bigger runs.
The give to the running back from the shotgun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball.
And the defense gets home. Yippee-ki-yay at the 35.
That defender did not care that the running back was setting up behind him on a screen. He was just thinking one thing and one thing only. See ball, get ball. He did that.
They'll have to settle for a field goal attempt. And it's no good. Kicker couldn't quite get it through, and the scoreboard remains the same.
You can't miss opportunities like that. They're playing on the road in a hostile environment. They're trying to seize momentum right out of the gate. You get a nice drive to start the game, and then you miss the field goal. You don't get any points to show for that. If they're going to win this one, guys, they've got to take advantage of those types of opportunities.
Escapes trouble. He's going to take off. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. Now on second down. They'll try the run. That one did not go well. Tackled in the backfield for a loss of 6.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
Now facing a third and long. Back to pass, it's Rourke. Unloads to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
There's a reason third down is called the money down. What a great find by the quarterback. Great job finding his receiver. At the end of the game, you look at third down percentages, it tells a huge story, and it goes a long way in deciding who wins a football game.
Quickly to the tight end. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. BYU has this offense clicking. To the air on first down. It's complete. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. BYU with the 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. He's got it. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle.
And I'm going to keep finding those matchups with my great players in the slot so they can go get me big plays like this. I create matchup nightmares for a defense, and I get it to one of my best players consistently.
Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and it forced the incompletion.
He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Third and goal from way back there. He wants to throw it again. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th.
Looking for a man. It's Rourke. Lets it fly. He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Cougars.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area, throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown, and that's exactly what happened.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff team is on the field. They'll try to drive this one deep. He'll call for the fair catch here. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. You want to talk about taking the wind out of your sails. Drive the ball down the field and miss the field goal, David.
You know what? Don't leave it up to kickers. Execute better offensively. I think you move the ball nice. You got to keep that in mind. But, Palmer, I think you got to stay aggressive and don't settle for field goals.
Yeah, because you got to know there's just no margin for error right now. You just have got to be able to execute at a higher level.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Hand off from the shotgun. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. The sure hands, it's Cephas. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Movement here from the tight end. Trying to find his man on first down. Caught near the sticks. It's Restrepo. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. A new set of downs after the completion. They'll throw it on first down. And it's intercepted. He tried to set up the screen, and the defense was right there. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
But it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just giving the quarterback some easy look.
Fires a bullet. Now it's picked off. Got room on the return. And they capitalized not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position.
Defensive backs have tough jobs. I mean, you think about whether you play nickel, whether you play dime, whatever it is, you put more DBs on the field. It's more speed. It's more guys that can cover, but they also got to cover that ground. But to cover the ground and make the pick, a lot of times you don't see that. Superb effort by that guy.
On the run, still looking. Fires to the big fella. That's a live ball. Oh, the fumble, and the defense got it.
And how about the defense here? Oftentimes in these two-minute type situations, you're just sort of in this prevent mode. You're trying to force the opponent to kick the field goal and not score a touchdown, but they're still being aggressive. They're out there still trying to make plays, and how about that effort creating the takeaway?
Finds the tight end. At midfield, he's got room. Afterburner's coming. The 10. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, BYU!
Well, in the modern era of college football, you're seeing more and more athletic tight ends. Like what you just saw right there. The defense had no chance covering that guy down the field. He makes them look silly on his way in for the long touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Running out of time here in the first half, and they do have a chance to make this a one-possession game.
And so
lost one deep down the right side. And that pass is intercepted. Just a short return, but that would have been icing on the cake. They've got it first down at the 42. That's one of those throws. He tried to give it some touch, and as soon as it left his hand, you know he was thinking, no, please bring it back, bring it back.
as a quarterback, Reese, you've got to throw the ball with conviction. Generally, when you throw it harder, oftentimes you're a lot more accurate. All of a sudden now, you try to take something off, you're trying to throw the perfect spiral and cut the wind, and your accuracy goes down, and that was an example there. Errant throw on the interception.
The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Now on second and short after the first down completion. Back to throw, it's Rourke. A shot toward the end zone. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
This defense is going to have to make some adjustments here at halftime because they have been taken advantage of deep down the field in the passing game. They've already given up 2 TD passes. That was almost number 3.
Oh, picked off. Taking it the other way. He's at the 40. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. He wants to throw. Buying some time. Trying to escape and get it himself. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Comes out throwing on first down. And good hands there by the defense on that shot to the end zone.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception in the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Wide open downfield. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown, Boise State.
Man, what a great job by this offense finishing the half. It wasn't perfect. You're still trailing, but now you've cut that lead to a one-score game. Now in the second half, we can come out, make some things happen. We just created some big momentum for this offense. Now we take it into halftime.
Lining up for the PAT. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they close the deal with a 20-yard pass for 6. And the Broncos will line up to kick off and start the second half. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. As they get ready to start this third quarter, think how big the lead might be if they'd taken care of the ball.
Well, the game might be over, Reese, but if you're on defense right now, you've gotten a couple turnovers early, and you're saying, okay, we're going to need to keep this up. We got to stay aggressive for us to have a chance to win this game, but we believe we can do it.
Yeah, you've already done it, so of course you're going to believe it. Keep playing fast, keep playing physical, and then tell your offense, hey, we need a little help over here. Can you help us out and put some points on the board?
And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the defense is on their heels right now. They're going to have to find a way to stop this guy. When he's got a head of steam, boy, he is hard to bring down.
To the air, it's Rourke. Using the quick game. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup.
And that's why this running back's a big weapon here, right? Because not only can he run the ball, but he can catch it too. Even running flat routes when you know the ball's going to be in the air a long way, he can adjust to it, make something good happen after the catch. And quite honestly, they need him because they've thrown a couple of picks now in this game. They've got to find a way to get this guy more involved.
Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45. This BYU offense set up with another first down. Looking to move it through the air. Showing the arm strength to the left. Incomplete and very lucky that one wasn't picked off. And man, could they have used that? It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. He'll just keep slinging it. They're trying to get to it. Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. What a nice job by the defense stringing that out and forcing him out of bounds. He got nothing.
Yeah, I think that's nice discipline by this defense. Doing a good job playing inside out, using the sideline to their advantage, kind of stringing it out, not giving up yards. This is a really good job by the defense, playing fast and playing smartly.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Concepcion. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They've already converted a fourth down in this game. They'll try to make it 2 for 2. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Couldn't find his man, and they'll give up the football on downs.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that. Fourth down, you've got to make the catch. Whether it's a perfect throw or whether it's off of your body, you're good enough and you're athletic enough to haul that play in. You've got to make the play for your quarterback and your offense to keep that drive alive, and he's not able to come up with it.
Now they'll run the draw. And a 9-yard gain on first down leaves them with second and short.
Effective draw plays in the running game really begin with the quarterback. The quarterback's got to be a great salesman. You got to really make the defense think it's pass. You keep your eyes focused downfield till the last possible second, turn around and hand it off. And by that point, the defensive ends have rushed way upfield, and there's less bodies for the running backs to have to maneuver around before finally moving forward.
They'll go to the air on third and short. Coming after him. Still on his feet at the 45. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
The Broncos will snap it on first and 10. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll run play action. Looking to buy time. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the right. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
Interesting call here for the head coach, too, because you need a touchdown. Now it's 4th and long. You could kick the field goal and cut into the lead, but depends on how much you trust your defense right now. They may go for this one, guys.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. That is no good. After that miss, still a 7-point game, guys.
If you wonder if mechanically something is off with this kicker, that's now his second missed field goal of the day. And guys, we've got almost perfect conditions to kick the football. I'm not sure what's going on.
Runs through a tackle. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. 6-yard pickup on first down leaves him with 2nd and 4. Looking downfield, it's Rourke. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple. The little toss to the fullback there didn't get big yardage, but it does let the defense know they can't ignore it.
Dang right. It's a changeup. It's not going to be something I live.
It's a fumble. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
And that right there, probably the biggest play in this game so far. The offense has the lead, and they're just trying to run the football to run this clock out. But the defense able to knock it out, jump on it. Now all of a sudden, this game has a completely different feel.
He'll take a shot. And it's incomplete as he tried to thread that needle to the back corner of the end zone. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down. Oh, look out, the ball's free. Oh, unfortunate to get that one back, and as an added bonus, they get the first down.
Man, those are so frustrating when you're a defense and you swarm to the football and you stick the quarterback and you make him cough it up just to have the other team recover it again and you don't get it. Still a good stick, still a good physical play. Keep hitting that quarterback.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. He's going to pass. Got some room, headed to the goal line. gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. And guys, if they can make their way into the end zone, we'll have a tie game in the fourth, and the stage will be set for a great finish. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Broncos.
Great job with the score. And listen, right here at this point in the game, there's still going to be time left. My defense is going to have to make a stand regardless. I'm going to kick the extra point because the field goal still beats me if I go for a 2-point conversion.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And no problem on that extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the fourth. Coming down the stretch in the fourth, and we are all tied up, about set to kick it away. And he takes this from inside the 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. A pretty good bit of ground to cover here, Jesse, but they've got some time to work with.
They do. So tempo is going to be important. You got to go fast. You just got to make good decisions at the quarterback position.
And those good decisions.
And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Broncos!
And at this juncture of the game, one play is going to make the difference. It's going to be a momentum-changing play. Who's going to come up with it that time, Pollock? It's the pick 6 to break the tie.
And the defense, you're thinking, get a stop, get a stop. This is late in the fourth quarter. This is how we're going to get a win. Our offense is going to go down the field. No, they get the turnover, they force it, and they get to the end zone to create the massive game-changing play.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. There's plenty of time to work with here, but they have to be highly efficient in their attack, Jesse.
So it comes down to the quarterback position too, Reese. Don't let the moment get too big. Play within yourself, David, because this guy's practiced the situation before.
No doubt. Use the sidelines. They're your friend. I don't have to take deep shots. Throw beyond the first down marker so I can stop that clock for a little bit and possibly use my timeouts.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now second down. Dropping back, it's Rourke. He had that one slip to the ground, and if he had held on, that might have been a wrap. Instead, it'll be third down.
Yeah, and that's fine. Listen, it's go time, right? Now it's coming up on third down. You probably got 2 downs anyways. It's the fourth quarter. It's time for this QB to take charge.
Faced with a 3rd and short from their own 32 to keep this drive alive. They'll try to get the first through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Hankerson. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage before he was stopped, but using the running back in the short passing game gives him a first down. He's looking to throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Here's a throw downfield late. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
I'll tell you, this offense just can't afford too many more incompletions because time's running out in the game. They need big plays in the passing attack, vertically down the field, and they've got to score some touchdowns.
Looking to the big tight end. And it's his 4th interception of the game. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception. So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation. And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee. Oh, that was a pretty rough showing there by this team. Just couldn't find a way to get things going and come up with the win.
Just got outplayed, Reese. There were moments in this game. There were plays to be had and plays to be made. At the end of the day, they just did not execute well enough in any of the 3 phases on any side of the football. So, David, moving forward, a lot to take away from this game as they try to improve.
A lot to take away and a lot to learn from. I mean, losses definitely hurt. They sting, but a lot of times most teams refocus and they get a sense of urgency now that they got a loss in that column. So watch the tape, watch what you need to improve on, and go attack it in practice.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. And the Hoosiers will kick it away to start. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down.
You know, a lot of offensive coordinators script the first, 5 to 10 to 15 plays. You don't usually draw that up for inside your own 10. Bad field position to start. This offense needs to come out, get a few positive plays first to get out the shadow of your own end zone.
Poor starting field position here for this offense. To the ground with the back. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
You see all this movement in football now. All the stem, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this one.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Trying to get to it. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7.
And that is a great job by the defense, containing and constricting the pocket. There was nowhere for the QB to go, and he did not have a lot of time. He went down quick.
So from the shadow of his goalpost, he gets the punt away. He's got great speed. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Offense set on first down. From the gun. Give on the inside. Smashes through the tackle. What a nifty run there to pick up the first down.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking, more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. It's a great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. They'll ride the hot hand. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. He's looking to throw. Finds his man. It's Moss. Dragged down to the turf, but not before getting the first down. The Hoosiers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. With the catch, it's Moss. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a first down.
That wide receiver on the outside is dangerous. When you're playing zone coverage, it's really hard because you're not chasing him. You can't really get hands on him. You got to make sure you send more guys his direction. Maybe slide those linebackers toward that wide receiver so you got a little more help on the outside.
Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. The give to the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line.
And that's a nice stop by this defense. Nice job stopping the run, setting up 4th and inches. Listen.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. And the Hoosiers will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. Quarterback sneak, trying to get a push. Wedges, pushes, and he's over and in for the touchdown.
Man, let's not overcomplicate this. I love it. Put the QB under center. You know it's a QB sneak. Make the defensive line stop me. That hard to the goal line, it's hard to do. And the offense didn't try to get too cute. Really nice work getting the touchdown.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. They marched the ball 51 yards for the score. And it was finished off with the quarterback sneak. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner is stopped. Georgia Southern has it back, ready to go to work on offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on their heels.
2nd and 10 from their own 10. Looking to throw, it's Rourke. Pressure coming.
I love the play call on defense. You got the offense backed up. How can you create a safety? How can you bring pressure? How can you get someone home to the QB and try to get those 2 points up on the scoreboard? They almost got it, bringing the QB down at the 1-yard line.
Goalpost tapping you on the shoulder. Just take care of the football here. It's complete. A huge pickup. He'll have the first down as he gets it to the 28-yard line before he's stopped. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Handoff from the gun. So runs like that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. They can really be aggressive after that last play at 2nd and 3.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. And he was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
These are the types of plays where offenses impose their will. 3rd and short from the 45. Wide out in motion. They'll try to bully their way for the first. He gets it so close to that imaginary yellow line, but I think he's going to be just a tad short. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. In their own territory, no problem. 4th and inches, and they'll go for it. Grabbed behind the line. It's Golden. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
It's on target and complete. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking to go up top on first down. Pocket starts to collapse. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And this offense has a chance to pull even as we get deep in the first half. Defense trying to hold on to the lead. On the option. He'll pitch it. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And I love that this offense stuck to it. Stuck to the run game. Didn't panic. They got down, but they answered the bell right before the half, and they got this thing right where they want it now. They can tie this football game and hopefully go into the half with a lot of momentum.
And the extra point is good.
The kick is good. That ties the game at 7.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. Coming out with it, it's Jordan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half? And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line.
And that's why everybody in college football is trying to recruit athletes like this to play the 4-3 defensive end position. You can find guys that can stop the run at defensive end, but how many are excellent pass rushers? How many have all the tools in their toolbox like this guy does? Not many.
Looking to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They're going to try to throw for it on third down. Looking to take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I like the aggressiveness on third and short, trying to throw the football, take advantage of a look that they got. They weren't successful, and now it's 4th and short territory. Who knows what they're going to do?
Just enough time for one final play in this half.
29
On fourth down, looking to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. And it's caught inside the 15. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. Second half all teed up, and Georgia Southern will start it with the kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Jordan. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Indiana sends the offense onto the field. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on off.
All kinds of running room. The 30. 10. Running free, going to the end zone, but way back behind him, there's a flag on the field. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the PAT gives them a 14-7 lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. Kickoff team lining up to send this one away. He'll start the return inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Just an outstanding return there and really sets up his offense nicely. Looking for a productive play on first down. The give to the tailback. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Dropping back, it's Rourke. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
You know, sometimes when you're throwing against zone coverage, you need time for the routes to develop. So nice job by the quarterback there, being patient, allowing his receivers to work themselves open.
Throws to the wideout. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
Most defenses are lucky if you have 1 good covering corner. Fewer are lucky if you have 2. They've got 3 DBs, 3 corners that can play at the same time in their nickel package that they feel can go mano-a-mano with anyone in the country. And you saw it on that last play coming away with the pick.
Leaves it with the running back. And makes the tackle at the 23 after he got 10.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
It's first down from their own 23-yard line. He wants to throw. And he gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line. The Hoosiers want to crank the tempo. On second down, wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. That is exactly what you're looking for when you talk explosive plays. The defense finally able to make the stop. And the Hoosiers have it with a 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally tracked down at the 32.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Quickly complete. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
It's hard to have success on wide receiver screens when you're facing press man coverage because your blockers out front oftentimes can't pick them up, and that receiver gets gobbled up as soon as he catches the pass. You saw it on that last play.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Indiana 14, Georgia Southern 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. They keep attacking through the air. Snagged in the middle. It's Jordan. He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I love an offense that wants to stay aggressive. Even when you've got the lead late in a game like this, right, you still try to find your playmakers and get them the ball in space, and that is exactly what this offense is doing.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. And they make the tackle, but he has plenty for the 1st down.
And if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Just keep running the football. Everything is going according to plan right now. They've been able to stay on the field. They put some nice plays together back to back to back, and they're bleeding the clock. This is exactly what you practice for situations like this. Just keep doing what you're doing.
They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. And a chance perhaps to salt this game away if this offense can pay this off with a late touchdown. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point is true, and they have a 2-touchdown lead, up 14 in the 4th. Just about set to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Georgia Southern has it back, and here comes the offense again. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think you can get the running game going here and also give him some easy throws.
Looking to throw, it's Rourke. He wants a big play here late. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On 3rd down, going up top. He's going up top here late in the game. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. No signs of any kind of kickers. They'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Skips away from pressure. He's taking the deep shot. Incomplete on 4th down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive.
after being stopped there on 4th down, this game's pretty much over. They were going to have to go down in a 2-minute situation, put at least 7 up on the board. They couldn't get it done. Things just haven't gone their way. It's been that type of day today. They're going to leave the stadium with the loss.
And a decent game there before the defense makes the stop.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Going to try to get it himself. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Oh, it's a backbreaker for this defense. QB scrambling and picking up the first down with the lead here in the 4th quarter. It's going to keep this drive alive. They're going to bleed more seconds off the clock.
Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Second down coming up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Ball's incomplete, and that'll do it from here. Sometimes it's just not your day. Things just didn't work, and that seemed to be the case here.
Yeah, they didn't get the W. They didn't do enough. But now you start to think about what could I have done differently? What do I need to become more offensively? Defensively, what can I morph into to make those extra plays, Jesse? That might be the difference in the next game that I play.
Yeah, David, they just need a little bit more. They need a little bit better effort next week. They're going to need better preparation this week in practice. There's no doubt this team has a lot of talent, but we just need a little bit more to ensure that this doesn't happen next week.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Hoosiers will put it away to start the game. move from inside his own 20. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. Offense getting set for first down.
325.
Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the big fella. Still running up the 40. And he was loose and in the open field and on his way. A tremendous pickup on that one.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
Got his man. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes a stop. Another big play on the outside, and that's the thing that historically has gotten Rocky Top rolling.
Yes, so much fun to watch playmakers outside that they can run by you and go make big plays. Opens up the whole field, the whole offense, and this Orange fan base goes absolutely bananas.
Nice play design on that one. You make it easy for your quarterback, too, because it's easy to see what's happening right in front of you. Over the middle of the field, you can see where defenders are dropping. You can see where the soft spots are in zone coverage. And just a really nice job by the QB locating his guy and making it accurate.
And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown ball.
And that's why this offense is so hard to stop, guys. This quarterback can hurt you throwing it and running it. With his speed, he can make people look silly. And you saw it right there on the opening drive of the game. What a beautiful touchdown.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it off with a short plunge into the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Give to the running back. At the 35, he's loose. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Might as well give it to him again. Crosses the 30, he's got a lane. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one, Reese, that this team was going to try to use their speed and take advantage of it, and they did right there. Nice gain on the run play to the right.
Found plenty of running room in it. Going for it all. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, really nice job attacking the middle of the field. You see those safeties, man, I want to split them. He splits it right down the middle, throws that post right on the numbers, catches the ball in the end zone, touchdown.
Looking for the two-point try. Looking for a man. It's Griffin. He's got it in the end zone for the 2, and they take an 8-7 lead.
Gotta love the execution. Not easy to throw down here, but the quarterback made a good read, accurate throw, and they come away with 2 points.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Finally stopped after a solid return out to the 32. Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. He's going to pass. They're bringing heat. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
Caught over the middle. It's Jordan.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing it.
Ball's at the 47. They're looking at a third down and short. They'll try to run for it. At the 35, he's got room. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play. First down to start the drive after the break.
42 Spiders.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got it in the middle. It's Jordan. How about this backer in pass coverage and bringing the big hit stick with him, too? Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see him develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
He makes a grab. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be first and goal from there.
This coaching staff has really done a nice job marrying the play-action game to their running game. That looked like that was going to be a run. Everything in that play said they're running the ball downhill. At the last second, quarterback pulled the football. He was able to complete the throw.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Can the defense stop them again on second and goal? Looking to throw, it's Manning. Getting some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They'll try it again after the incomplete pass on third and goal from the 3. From the gun, wants to pass. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee!
Love finding the big fella down in the red zone, third and goal. You got to make something happen down here. Throw it up high. Let the big fella make you look really good as a quarterback. Love finding those big guys down here in the red zone.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Hauls it in inside his 20, and here he comes. Touchdown, Hoosiers! He is headed to the sideline with a little bounce in his step after scoring on that kick return.
And he should have some bounce in his step. How about the effort, weaving in and out, covering all that space, great blocking on the play, and he does the rest. You don't put guys back deep that can't roll. And you could see when he got in the open field, he rolled out.
Off the play fake. Makes the catch. The two-point conversion is good. What a job by the return team there. Took it 84 and put a touchdown on the board.
Tennessee, 14.
They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create some. And listen, if they're scoring anyways, let's be aggressive. Let's blitz more. Let's make sure we're making them feel discomfort in some way, shape, or form.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
To the air. It's Manning. He's got his man. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Third down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Grabbed on the outside, it's Presley. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
And the wide receivers have to understand what part of the field they're on. I got to make sure I have enough space when I run those out routes that when I break, I can catch the football and try to get upfield, get a few more yards. He runs out of space, but he got the catch and got some positive yards.
Quickly out to the tight end. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds.
It's so important that this offense is able to stay on schedule. And what that means is keeping third downs manageable. That last completion to the tight end accomplished just that. Really nice play call.
They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And that ball is picked off. Looking for more room. He's at the 40. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make the play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
Now adjusting. He'll get rid of it. Oh, what a grab by the defense. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
When you get that quarterback and he starts to leak outside the pocket like that and roll, you roll with him. Those linebackers are supposed to move and shift with them, start to take away the field towards the sideline, because think about it, he's not going to throw it back across his body. The defense read it well, moved with the rollout, made the big play.
Tennessee ready to go to work the Big Orange offense on the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you've got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
Back to throw, it's Manning. They're trying to get to it. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Coming after him. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down.
Great job by the defense dialing out some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Got it past the marker. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. And he gets out of there and gets some yardage and gets down without taking any punishment. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Got it! They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
The end of the first half. With the score, Indiana 16, Tennessee 14.
And the Volunteers will kick it off to start the second half. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. Indiana has the ball back, and the Hoosier offense comes out ready to go. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man on the right. And he was loose and out the gate and doesn't go down until he gets to the 48-yard line.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
He does a good job of dropping back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What do? Go get some yardage. Make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Looking for a crease. It's Jordan. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5. And the Hoosiers are in the hurry up. He's back to throw on 2nd down. Release to the back. It's complete on the right side. Smashes through. Run out of bounds after the long game, but they've got it down 1st and goal. The offense threatening. Close to the end zone now with a new set of downs. They'll keep it on the ground for 1st and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defense coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
Scanning the field, it's Griffin. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Indiana!
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They want to see if they can score the deuce. He'll set up to throw. Quarterback on the move, still looking. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage.
Indiana 22, Tennessee 14.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. Bringing it back. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. The Volunteer offense is back, and they hope it's touchdown time in Tennessee. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did on the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
And maybe they want to try somewhere else because there is nothing doing in the middle of this defense.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened there.
To the air, it's Manning. Quick completion on the out. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll run it again. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Third down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Indiana 22, Tennessee 14.
Now facing a third down as they come back to the line after the break. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads it downfield. It's complete. A huge pickup. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
He'll come out throwing on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Presley. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Back to throw. It's Manning. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Quickly complete. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and the defense needs to come up with a stop to close this thing out.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline or you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Throws toward the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be third down.
Man, you know the defensive coordinator on that play was holding his breath because in the fourth quarter, you've got one of the fastest players in the game going deep on you. And that's going to be a helmet sticker for somebody. Like forcing an incompletion against that guy, that's incredible.
When you run this out route, you know you're starting to get close to the sidelines. I know I got to start slowing down and find a way to drag or get one toe, a pinky toe, a big toe, whatever I can inbounds. Nice effort, nice catch, way to keep something inbounds.
On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Throws to the wideout. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. Sometimes we don't give enough credit to a receiver knowing exactly where he needs to be on the field, and they pick up the first down there.
Yeah, and you've got to give the receiver credit, obviously knowing where that is, but the defender needs to know where it is too. Where is he trying to get? That ball's going to come out quick. He didn't really understand where the sticks were, and because of that, he gives up the first down. He need to just be a little bit more aware as a defensive guy.
Going to work on second down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The option look. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the offense knows the task ahead. They're down 8. It's first and goal. They need a touchdown and the 2. Looking downfield, it's Manning. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. Looking for just one more yard. It's second and goal.
42 Spider. 4-2 Spider.
he'll ride his man on the option. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play, trying to preserve every minute possible.
Timeout, Tennessee.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. And he's got it for a touchdown in the final minute. We are a 2-point conversion away from a tie. What a big play here as they try to tie it up with the 2 in the waning moments. Wants to go up top. The sweet feet buy a little time. And good coverage and better hands on that shot to the end zone. Looks like the regular kickoff unit out there, but with this time and score and no timeouts, you've got to go for the onside kick here. Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. And the returner goes down.
The Indiana offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Indiana sends the offense onto the field. And they still hold that 2-point lead after the stop, David, now to see what the offense can do.
Yeah, and you've worked on it all week, taking care of the football, making sure you don't make those mistakes, Jesse, while still being in those clutch situations in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, defense just did their job, right? So offense, let's go out, put some points on the board, put ourselves in a position to win.
They'll give it to him again. Plows through the defense.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other.
Can anyone catch him? And he takes it in on the final play of the game. You play through the echo of the whistle, and they did that with the sealing touchdown.
That is add the insult to injury. Running the football late, could have taken a knee, could have ran the clock out, but those stats count, those stats matter, and this handshake with the coaches might get a little more interesting.
It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end, you need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
And you can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Broncos will put total leather to crank us up. Straight ahead from inside his 25. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, Ohio State.
Line gets set, first down. The handoff to Johnson. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Leaves it with the back. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. Didn't take long to need a clutch play on the opening drive. It's 3rd and 7. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Feeling some heat. He'll pull it down and run. And they did not let him get to that first down line. It'll bring up a call here.
Well, the unique thing about this defense with their nickel personnel is they're able to disguise what they're doing. They can play a lot of different coverages. They can play man, zone, but they can also bring the nickel player in the box and still be pretty good against the run. That time, pretty good job defending the QB scramble. Let's see what they do here on 4th.
Lets it fly. Makes a catch past the sticks. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. The defense was asking for that penalty immediately, and they got it. Offensive pass interference waves off the first down. So we're scoreless. Their first drive of the game, and this coach is wasting no time taking a gamble by going for it on 4th down in his own territory. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it, and they convert. And he'll go down, but not before the big pickup and the first down.
That is a huge play early in this game. We came into this thing wondering just how aggressive this offense wanted to be, and there you go. First half, 4th and long. We're not bringing the punter out on the field. We've got a guy that we think can read the defense and deliver a strike. We've got playmakers stretching the field vertically. They show you how dangerous they can be on that last 4th down there.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
On 2nd down, just keeps firing. Caught in the backfield, it's Hankerson. And they knocked him down, but he got past the line to gain.
One of the things I love about this offense is they're very versatile in their passing attack. They throw to receivers and tight ends, and the screen game is big as well. This guy is a weapon. You're seeing that here early.
Running with power, and he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain.
Listen, defense is about energy. It's about passion. It's about physicality. They need a little bit more of that. Get the guy on the ground. You can't let guys break tackles. What could have been set up in a long yardage situation.
Oh, it's a fumble. And the defense has got it, and they're trying to pick up some yards. One final play before the end of the quarter. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
At the end of the first quarter, and after one, we're tied 0-0.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. Quarterback checking the play. To throw, it's Griffin. He's got it down the middle. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. And this crowd loves a good pass rusher in the line of Chase Young, the Bosa's, Jim still wagging. The Buckeyes can get after the quarterback.
Yeah, and when the crowd's going nuts like it does in the shoe, it just makes it easier to rush the passer. The snap count is silent. It's predictable. And then you pin your ears back, and that's why they've had so many great pass rushers at Ohio State.
And the quarterback and receiver just not on the same page on that last play. Timing has got to be so critical, especially when you're throwing to the perimeter of the field. They just didn't have it there.
He'll take the deep shot. Ball in the air, intercepted. Oh, he was hoping to make something out of that return, but they'll have it 1st down up to 39.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look. So there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him, keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Going up top on 1st down. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback. After the big 1st down sack, it's 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Pressure coming. Pocket starts to collapse. All kinds of time before he fires right.
Well, even though that pass was incomplete, I wouldn't be shocked if this defense in the 2nd half decides to play some deeper coverages. This offense has already shown they're willing to be aggressive, and they've got a lot of speed. Moving forward, this defense cannot afford to give up big plays in the passing game.
On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. Throwing right. Hauls it in. And an explosive play has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line. The Buckeyes will snap it on 1st and 10. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. Oh, he's going backwards, in trouble, and down he goes. A tremendous loss.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time you saw the pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
That is the last thing you want on 1st down as an offense, a sack. Now it's 2nd down. Getting some heat. Slips away. Dances away to buy time. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
These mobile quarterbacks, you want to keep them in the pocket. And when you get your hands on a man, you want to get them on the ground. A little bit of a miss there. Nice job by the quarterback buying time. Defense stuck with their receivers deep, though. Still had good coverage and forced the incompletion.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's in a world of trouble, and down he goes. A catastrophic loss on that play.
You know, when you go dime personnel package, you got extra DBs in the game, so it's harder to throw if you're the quarterback. There's just not as many windows. They've got more guys in coverage. You're expecting to at least have a little bit more time, but your offensive line, man, they just couldn't hold up.
This offense has already converted once on 4th down. Can they do it again? Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass turns it over in their own end.
That's a great job there by the defense here early in this game, getting a huge stop, and they've got an opportunity to make the opponent pay. Offense taking over now in great field possession. Let's see what they can do here from a play calling standpoint to try to put some points on the board.
I know that shot down the field was incomplete, but you got to keep taking shots. Those receivers love to go deep. It gives them a breath of fresh air. They get more excitement. They're going to the quarterback with a little bit more juice because you know you're feeding them. So I would keep taking deep shots down the field.
And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're going to go right back to him on first down. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. The Buckeyes will kick it off to start the second half. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. Boise State ready to send out that offense. There's certainly room for improvement after that scoreless first half stalemate.
Yeah, we've set offense back 30 years in that first half, but we've got a whole new half to play here. So why not come out on this first drive, make a statement, and finally get us back into the age of contemporary college football?
You sound very discouraged as I sound encouraged. That's great defense. Phenomenal defense in the first half. Who doesn't love a 0-0 halftime game?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Looking to pass. It's Griffin. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that was good defense again, and unfortunately we've been saying that all game long. Really, really good defense. Or, listen, you can spin on the other side. This offense has really been bad.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
You sort of get the feeling here in the second half with the game tied. It very easily could come down to which of these two quarterbacks has the football last. Bit of a blown opportunity there on third down with that incompletion. This guy's going to have to lock in for the remainder of the game.
How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on fourth down?
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Bulls his way forward. Tackle is made after the first down.
This offense has to get this guy the ball in as many ways as possible. He showed you all of his tools on that last play.
They'll give it to Johnson. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
This running back loves running into the teeth of the defense. In between the tackles, he keeps a low pad level, and he's got some speed.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to run, it's Johnson. And they get him on the ground, and that'll probably do it for the third quarter.
Second down coming up. That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, we are all tied up.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. The hand to the running back. Running it in the red zone, imposing their will and picking up 5 down to the 15.
It's all tied up. This offensive line, they want the pressure. They want everything to go through them here. They're saying, look, let's just run the ball. Let's get this thing down closer and closer to the goal line. Let's bleed some clock and put ourselves in position to win.
Yeah, and 3rd and short, they choose not to run, throw the football, and I think a lot of that has to do with
What's up, chat?
field goal range. They can take the 3 points on the
Buckwheats.
And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. Takes it the other way. He's inside the 40.
Turn around, green and black, Daddy.
20.
Burn. But he wasn't
And this defense coming up with points of their own. What an interception return.
What a play by this defense. The offense going in to take
Hey,
the
y'all,
lead.
we was
Put a
bending.
nigga on his ass.
Break.
The big pick 6. Now you're leading in this ball game. What a play by the D.
And now they'll empty the backfield for the
That's
two-point
what
try.
he did.
Wants to throw. It's Griffin. Now sliding to his left. He's into the end zone. Two-point conversion is good as they push the lead to 8 here in the 4th. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. The sledding has been tough. Scores have been at a premium, Jesse, and every possession seems like it could switch the momentum of the game. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, that defender just was better in his one-on-one on the pass rush. He does a great job beating the offensive lineman to get to the QB.
So now they'll try to mitigate that disaster on 2nd down from the 15. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Steps away. Trying to make magic with his feet. And he's wrestled to the ground.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Wants to throw on 3rd. Quick strike complete. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late. And the Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
A deep throw as the clock winds down. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
To the air, it's Jordan. Coming after him. Trying to make magic on the scramble. At the 35, he's open.
No way.
Gets the first down and more. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Man, great job by this offense, but the work is not done. You knew what you needed when you started this drive. Late in this ball game, time's running out. It's not on your side. I got to find my play, my best 2-point conversion to go tie this puppy up.
They need this 2-point conversion to tie, and we might get a little free football out of this if they do. Looking to throw. And he intercepts it.
Come on, they cheating.
crosses midfield. The 30. The 20. He's at the 10. He just sets sail for the end zone after the pick and turns it into a 2-point return.
Great job on special teams. Getting penetration, getting the block. You've got the convoy. It's a scoop score, 2 points the other way.
They're sending out the regular kickoff unit. I know they've got a couple of timeouts, but I don't think there's enough time on the clock to pass on the onside kick. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. One possession game, getting late. First order of business, just take care of the football. And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the fourth. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. On second down, he'll let it fly. He rifles one deep down the right side.
Bro, fuck. That's on me, gang.
Never really got that return, cranking the offensive setup at the 30.
What a momentum change. Just when they needed
That's all I'm trying to fucking do. I get a fucking first. Michael bitch ass Parsons.
his team a chance to regain the lead here in the fourth quarter.
Game on the line. Offense has the ball. Down one score. Time
Watch the
winding
run.
down. What is better than this?
Watch Malik, man. Oh yeah, bitch, right back. Fuck, nigga.
Pass intercepted.
Fuck.
Big time
Get
plays,
your ass,
big
boy.
time plays in big time games. Great job by the defense, not closing the door completely,
They're quitting.
but stopping the momentum late in the game when you already got a lead.
This is a low scoring ass game because we had to play defense on Russell Wilson's bitch ass.
The offense starts this drive in the shadow of its own end zone. They'll give it to the back. They bring him down, and
He
he's
said, I can't lie, I wish you would sit to hold me. I can't lie, I wish you would sit to hold me. I was wondering if you ever loved me again. I hurt you from my past and you remember again. He said, I don't believe in taking a chance, I want to be a devil again. I'm playful, you is not your money.
The problem is you have 0 timeouts left. You cannot stop the clock right now if you're the defense, so this has got to be excruciating for them. The offense is just going to take their time.
Bruh, who the fuck?
They bring him down, and he's
bad,
going to
man.
lose a yard on that one.
It's all good, Cuddy.
Gotta give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long.
As long as we, oh, that's a fucked up. That's a fucked up punt.
Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They played
Bro, we got
with
5
great
seconds
effort.
to
They've got
next.
the football, and they have been able to shut him
Yeah.
down.
First down here for the offense. Corner's going to give them room. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Trying to beat the D deep. And he's got it inside the 15-yard line. They'll bring him down as he bulks up those numbers, but not the most important one as they'll come up short in this game. Fans of defense probably love this game, guys. Fans of offense, not so much, but fans of winning? Oh, everybody's a fan of winning, and they found a way to get it done.
A win is a win is a win is a win. It doesn't matter how you get it done. This was not pretty by any stretch. Phenomenal defense, offense. They've got a lot of work to do coming up. But at the end of the day, David, that's a happy life.
Yeah, you know what? You pretty boys say it's not pretty. That was beautiful. That was gorgeous. You talk about hitting people. You talk about tackling. You talk about physicality. Yes, please. I like all those. That's pretty to me.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. to try to boot it deep to get things started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. A first down for the offense. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Put it right on him. Sweet play. Good pickup, and they'll move the chains with the first down.
Well, there's no mystery. We're going to get one of our best players involved in the game on the first play of the game. Just throw it up and let him go make magic happen.
Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. Makes a man miss. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down.
And they have got a weapon in this offense right there at running back. This dude is tremendous. You think about Franco Harris, you think about Kajana Carter, Curtis Enos, Saquon Barkley, time and time again, Penn State running backs wearing defenses down. This guy is a problem, and this defense better find a way to slow him down.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Yeah, this coaching staff, they're getting this offensive line lathered up and into a rhythm. Now they're letting them drive off the ball on first down on these running plays, and they're getting chunks of yardage.
Got 8 on first down. Now looking at a 2nd and 2. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Makes one man miss. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Fires on the move. And the pass is intercepted. And he's wrapped up.
I try to put him on his biscuit.
All right, good news. The game just got
He said, I know I hurt you from my past, your number again.
Handed the defense an interception. Quarterback's going to have to be more dialed into his decision making in this game.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, good call by the defense there. They dialed up blitz into that running play, and the linebacker able to make the stop.
Looking for a man. It's Griffin. Feeling some heat. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy
You
with
on
the
me now.
decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
So the last thing you want to do is start the game, first drive, go 3 and out. They won't do that here. They might go 4 and out, but they'll try to convert here. Lets it fly. Snatches it on the right. The expressway is wide open. The tag. Touchdown, Washington. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
This receiver is dangerous because of what he can do after the catch. Once he has the football, he is so good at making defenders miss. You saw it on that play.
Dances away. Makes the grab in the end zone for the 2 as they extend the lead to 8. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets.
I did not die.
Bulldozes it.
Okay.
And he's able to pick his way through the traffic nicely for a good return on that one before he's brought down. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground.
I like this guy as a running back because he can run between the tackles and he can also go outside. He can really do it all.
Got 6 on first down. Now a lot of options on 2nd and 4. Back to throw. It's Lagway. Fires to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
Man, that's a couple bad throws. Last possession obviously ends in an interception by this quarterback, and now you throw another one, in harm's way. You got to make sure you're throwing to the open guy. Make sure you're taking care of that football. We can't have any more turnovers.
Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
He's out of bounds at the 37.
Come on, son. You gonna kick the tree?
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Washington 8, Penn State 0.
They'll start the drive here with first down to open this period. Missed receiver there. It's incomplete.
Tell you what, that was a lightning fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away. Makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Misfired on first down. Back to the air on 2nd. Finds his man. It's Jordan. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space. And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first, keep the drive going.
They wrestle him to the ground, but he's got plenty for a first down.
Well, right away after picking up a first down, they go right back to their playmaker at running back. And I love the push they got up front, getting a hat on a hat, opening a huge hole for the back.
And you become so hard to defend when you can run the football successfully on first down. You're starting like that. Now what opens up? Play action. Now you're making me play pass and run. This offense, if they can create that run physicality, now it opens up everything else.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away.
Touchdown, Nittany Lions! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
And I tell you what, that passing touchdown, man, that should spark this whole team. Like, the comeback is more than on now. Like, they got the touchdown. They cut into the lead. You want to get a stop and go into the half, get all the juices, all the excitement, and be like, listen, the passing game's rolling. We got this. The comeback's in full effect.
They opt to go for 2 to try to tie it up right now. To the air, it's Lagway. Unloads to the wideout. Throw to the end zone, picked off. And now the ball is free in the end zone. And the football bounds across the sidelines. They'll lose a couple. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. On the move from inside his 5.
Returner brings it out to the 19. And your Washington Huskies will take away.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Now they need to put something together to answer that last score.
There's a lot of pressure, too, on this offense to have to execute at a high level. They've got to score points, David, but they can't go too fast because their defense right now is tied.
And I think that's the difficulty being a play caller. Like, I have to
why didn't he come through the line? Bro, I thought it was a pass play.
Back and forth type game, so a lot to process and think about.
didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9.
Fuck up that hole.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. He's looking for an open man on 2nd down.
I'm about to say R1.
Grab near the marker. It's Golden. Turns it on at midfield. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. They just dialed up one big play. Let's see if they've got another one on 1st and 10 from the 35. Buys a little time with his feet. Had to get rid of it
That
quickly.
nigga scared to throw that bitch.
Find an open man.
I was about to. This nigga on my ass.
Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
You know you was about to hit me when I first hit that.
Say you out of town with 0 on the top of trip is that.
Let's see. Look at that.
Quickly to the tight end. Finds a crease at the 20.
Bitch.
And he motors into the end zone.
Oh.
Touchdown, Husky.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
Oh my goodness.
And that is not the optimal solution there. The kickoff out of bounds, and the offense will have a little bit easier time of things. The offense lining up for a 1st down play. Looking downfield, it's Flagway. On target. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. On 2nd down, he's looking downfield. Avoids pressure. Trying to get to it. Throws to the tight end. Connection to the right. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays.
Takedown zone.
1 more snap coming before halftime. Each corner is going to give them some space. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the 1st half. The Nittany Lions will kick it away first, and we'll start the 2nd half. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half.
Bro, come on.
Continue that. You
Well,
want to see good decision making. You want to see him playing on time. As always, delivering the football.
I mean,
What's we'll say?
I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the
Yeah.
guy
What you say? Fuck!
He said, what happened?
Goofy Addy. He was running back. Kareem.
You ain't looking at your TV?
Oh, but I'm telling you, I find my sleep, fool. Oh, so when you find your sleep? Man, dog, I don't know where it came from.
On 4th down, going to the air.
This game boring, bro. That's where it came from.
Bro, I just...
It's intercepted. A turnover for the defense.
I about broke my neck 4 times.
Just what they needed to get the ball back.
I just sat back.
Lions going back to work on offense
And
now.
that first game was Low ball game.
Going to the ground. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
Shoot after this.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call.
Shoot what?
Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole.
If you don't fall asleep, motherfucker.
Making your situation really good.
I need some fucking. Hey, I know how I beat all these games when it's slow as fuck, though.
It's Flagway.
Late night, nigga, tired as fuck.
Fucking D-Hop.
He's loose. And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up.
This is a very well-executed play, but I love the individual effort by the receiver out in space. He was able to make a guy miss and then advance the football.
They're down to the 20, first and 10. The give to the back. Got enough space. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Penn State.
Man, these ball carriers, they've got a lot of ability in the open field. Their ability to make people miss, but also show off the speed. You saw all of that on that play.
They got the touchdown, but now they want the 2 to tie this baby up. He's looking to throw. Fires to the wideout. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. From inside his own 15, let's see how far he can get. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. Trying to find his man on first down. Looking to scramble. Powers through the defender. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running back searching for a hole. And he finds some solid space. Makes a nice gain before the defense is able to stop it. Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Pressure coming. Zings it complete to the right. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. Washington wants to go quickly.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Quarterback wants to throw on second down.
Throw it. Throw it away.
Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Washington 14, Penn State 12.
I'm good.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing third down as they go back to work. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Makes the catch. It's Jordan. Got room
First down.
Oh. He's finally got it out of bounds, and even with that kind of pickup, they are still short of the first down. Now, this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on fourth down.
Why you didn't follow my big ass?
Are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And if this offense can keep that rolling, if they can keep the physical ground game and continue to add these plays up as they go along, long drives, eat the clock with the lead, this coach will be ecstatic.
Trying to escape and get it himself. And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact.
Well, I'll tell you, he picked a good time to have his longest run of the day. Really nice job there, feeling the pressure, buying himself some time, and then taking off and getting north. He's just so gifted when he's in the open field. That's going to...
And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Washington. Here comes the two-point try. Dropping back, it's Griffin. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it's caught from inside the 20, and here he comes. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Unloads it left. Got his man down.
Oh my goodness.
Off he goes. He's showing it all, the juice, the jets, the moves, and he's got it down to the 16-yard line.
Damn, I thought I could get in front of that bitch.
The Nittany Lions are in the red zone. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll leave it with him. Spins away. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Nittany Lions.
Awesome execution. Nice job going down the field, scoring the touchdown, but only half of the work was done. Under 2 minutes, got to go for the 2-point conversion here. Pick your play. Let's get ready to roll.
They'll try to get the two, knot this thing up, and maybe push us into overtime. Throw to the end zone. It's picked off.
Come on, Brody.
He's at the 50. The 30. The 20. He took that baby all the way to the house. A pick two, as it were.
On that bit.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Move. I'm thinking my play.
After the score, they need this 2-point conversion to tie.
I knew it.
Gets it out quickly. He's not going to get there. The defense coming up with a big stop to hold on to this 2-point lead deep in the fourth. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Okay, Jesse, this is a little bit of a tight spot. You'd love to be aggressive enough to get the first down, but you've got to take care of the ball first.
No doubt. I was going to say, ball security is at a premium. You cannot turn the football over at this point. The defense has 3 timeouts left, David, so probably conservative play calling here. You're expecting them to try to run to ice this game.
Conservative, I know they're going to be aggressive, but I also know that 1 first down ends this football game.
Looking to throw, it's Griffin. Looking to scramble.
R1.
He'll let it go down the right side. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
Really nice job by the defense. Understand that QB starts to roll out to his right. I got to continue to play the deep pass down the field. I can't just run up and try to go tackle him. Nice coverage down the field, which led to the incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
They'll keep the offense on the field on 4th down already with a 1-possession lead. Throws to the wide.
Bro, why did he throw off his back foot, gang?
And they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
What a great stop by this defense. Way to bow your neck. Now you got a chance to give the offense the football back. Go out, try to make something happen late in this game, and maybe walk away with a victory.
Come on, RG Tree.
On 1st down, here comes this offense. And a second kneel down as they drain the clock, and the field goal kicker will come on with a chance to win it. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. This is the football equivalent of throwing in the towel or no mas, as they will concede defeat.
Time out.
And they take a knee to set up the kicker, and they'll try to knock through a field goal to win this one.
Timeout move.
Yeah, what?
Timeout.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And the running game has been going in the wrong direction. They'll try to get their first positive play of the drive here on 3rd down. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Absolutely perfect. There's a lot of celebrating going on over there after taking the lead, but there is still time on the clock.
You got to give this guy so much credit, man. It is so hard in practice to simulate the pressure that he just faced. Late in the game, seconds left on the clock, you have an opportunity to kick a field goal to put your team up late in the game, and he absolutely drilled it. What a moment for that young man.
The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. They'll throw it on 1st down. Quarterback adapting. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, as a quarterback, when you get to the outside, you know you don't have all day to throw it. You've got these defenders. They are coming. They're running at you hard, so you've got to do a better job getting the ball out quicker. That hit forced the incompletion.
They'll wrestle him down just short of the 1st down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. No time to waste here. They've got to get set and pick up chunk yardage. Extending the play. Takes a shot as he lets it go. To the end zone, and is picked off.
Smooth, you done?
I'm up.
You're going to hear guys after this game say, got to work harder, got to be more intense. You know, sometimes the harder you try, the worse it gets. And it seemed to me that's what happened out there today.
Yeah, just never really got into a rhythm for this team. There's no doubt they've got a lot of very talented players on both sides of the ball. So, David, I don't think this is a situation where they need to now freak out and try to reinvent things on either side of the football. Just being in better rhythm early and trying to find that in their next game, I think would go a long way.
Yeah, and it's just finding a couple of those plays. What do I do really, really well? Let's continue to build on that. Let's take away these negative plays. Let's take away these turnovers. How do we create more turnovers? I think that rhythm you're talking about, Jesse, finding those things that I do well, building on them, and doing more of them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Move.
Eh.
What you want?
What's the words, Buckies? No, they don't. Y'all.
Extra that.
You said, oh, shoot. I'm finna switch my account.
Shoot what?
He said hoops. Send me a party, motherfucker.